What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have a 2021 F350, but this has got the 7.3 liter in it, and we're going to be talking about a repair that I'm going to do to the catalytic converters. Unfortunately, this has got a check engine light, and now these kitty cats have got to go. Let me know if this is something you have run into on your 7.3 and follow along with us tonight while I show you what we have to do to get these cats out. All right, guys, let's do it. Alright guys, thanks so much for coming back and checking this out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. We have a 7.3 with about 20-ish some thousand miles on it, and it has came in for having a check engine light on and both codes P0430 and P0420. 420, 430, bank 2, bank 1. Both cats, unfortunately, are going to have to be replaced after doing the drive cycle on this particular truck, where the catalyst monitors and everything that gets evaluated during the drive cycle. Once it completed, we were still getting the 420 and 430 to set. Now, those particular codes can only mean one thing: that our catalyst is no longer efficient. It is not converting catalytic converters. It's not converting the harmful byproducts of combustion into friendly atmospheric gases, water, O2, carbon dioxide, and not carbon monoxide. So because of that, the PCM monitors the upstream O2 sensors, and then it monitors the downstream O2 sensors. So because it has before and after, it can know what the cats are doing. The rear oxygen sensors should not be switching and going from 1 volt to 0 volts, 1 volt to 0 volts. That is what the upstream oxygen sensors do. The fact that the downstreams are doing that leads me to believe that there's something going on chemically. The material or whatever the coatings are inside of that reacts with the flow of exhaust and everything going through. Something's not going on with it. It's no longer good, and the only way to solve that is to replace both of these. And we're not cutting them. Everything's going to be unbolted. These are connected together. This is all one wide pipe assembly. So we are going to need to take these two connections loose, disconnect one oxygen sensor there. We're going to need to disconnect oxygen sensor number 2. This is the cat monitor. And we have the exact same thing over here on bank 2. Let's get on this side, you can see it better. There's the cat monitor and the oxygen sensor. Oop, you can see it right there. And then we have a connection back here. We have 2 13s, and we have kind of a weird connection here. This is 2 15s, and this is going to slide onto this pipe, but the area where they have this located doesn't really allow for you to get a tool in here easily. So one of the first things I'm going to do before I get my tools out is I'm going to lubricate, or try to lubricate, these connections with some penetrant. So I'm not going to be fighting. I like to get my electrics in here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, because living in the Rust Belt and having salt and rust everywhere on these vehicles really plays hell with trying to get a lot of the metal fasteners off and whatnot. So let's go ahead and spray these and let's get set up, because these kitty cats are now gonna look like this, brand new from the factory. Part number. We did wait a while because they were on a galactic back order. So if you do have catalytic converter issues, 1, hope it's warranty, and 2, if it's not, you better get some ordered now, because you're gonna be waiting a while. All right, I need to get a 10 milli. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed again. I forgot to mention to you that right here on the side of the trans, there are two 10 millis on each side. And it's holding a rubber isolator to the side of the trans, and it has some Loctite on it. So when you guys go to take that out, make sure you're either using a powerful electric tool or you're gonna be spinning your arm there for a minute. So let's get the second one. All right, we're on the passenger side, obviously. I'm gonna try to do the same thing. Ford says you have to replace these bolts. Nope, I dropped that one too. All right, so these ones actually can slide off the exhaust before you take it out, so you're not flip-flopping around. Just kind of work it out. This is all it is right here. It's just a little rubber isolator. And the same goes for, oh, I need my light. Where's my lumens? Where's my Rain Man lumens? And this one's gonna do the exact same thing if I can get my paw up in here. Just like that. Now those we are going to be reusing, but now we can get to the connections for the cat monitor for bank 2. Now we have this type of electrical connector with a little button right here. I don't know if you guys can hear me hitting that button, but I'm going to try to do this one-handed. I'm going to depress the button. I'm going to push the connector on, press the button, and then I'm going to pull off with one motion. Ah, I got it. This button right here, little connector. Gonna leave that just hanging. All right, I'm gonna try to show you getting the upstream one. This one's kind of a challenge, but I'm gonna try to show you as best I can with the allotted room and the allotted phalanges. So this connector is kind of a bee sting. What I like to do is take this electrical connector all the way off of the tab that it's in. I don't know if you guys can see this tab right here. I'm gonna pull down with a pocket screwdriver and I'm gonna slide this whole thing off of its little retainer clip. I'm gonna show you what I mean. All right, what I wound up doing was just squeezing these two things right here so it came out of that hole. So I want to show you guys. Oh, man, having this drive shaft here really is a pain in the ass. Get your screwdriver. Try to get this lighting in here. Something like this. If I can get this thing to hold steady. Sucks not having a helper. Okay, I got it. Did I get it all the way though? Okay, I got it all the way. Now I'm gonna pull on this while I go in here and try to release this tab by giving it a little twist, and it's not working. I got it out. Here it is, right there. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but needed two hands, and that just pops out. I'm gonna repeat the same thing for this side. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to really show you guys on this side, or maybe I can. There's just no room to stick my GD arm in, man. Like, they do not leave you any room whatsoever. Now you gotta peel this button cover back. Same kind of button as the other downstream oxygen sensor. A little tab, no big deal. Got it off. Now this oxygen sensor, and this maybe look a little easier. Now, if you compare and contrast to the other side, you can see the red locking tab that I need to get to right there. Let's see if we can get to it. Let's see if we can get to it right here. Doing the same little twisty. Okay, got it. Now I'm gonna have to have two hands again for this. All right, there it is. Got it off, came right out, and I'll have to put this back on its little detent right there. But really now this is time for the loudness to occur. We have all those connections like I was telling you. But yeah, I think let's get this thing ripping. All right, I went ahead and loosened all those, took the nuts off that, and we are back. We just took the two bolts off the rear, and now we have to do the shuttle clamp, which has got two 15s, and we need to spread this a little bit so that it opens up and it'll slide off that pipe. So we're gonna see if we can get that going right now. Like I said, these are 15 mil size fasteners. Definitely did not make it easy for us to do. My hand doesn't bend that way. I mean, it wants to. All right, there we go. I think I'm on it now. Okay, that is completely loose. Now we need to slide that shuttle onto the exhaust pipe, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but there is a twang that you have to pop up. So I'm gonna pop that up right now, and it should slide right onto that other pipe, right there. Just gonna slide backwards on the muffler housing. We need a bigger screwdriver. I'm gonna replace that. Gonna get a hammer. We're just gonna kind of dink this backwards. Don't forget to support the rest of the exhaust, because this is the last connection. She's coming. Let's see if you can see back here easier. Yeah, you should be able to. Let's see what we got. Needed more swinging room. It's almost out. Okay. You can see the exhaust is literally just hanging. So I am going to try to remove this Y pipe by myself. See if we can lower this down, get a better shot. I'm gonna kick this out of the way. Exhaust is still just hanging here. All right, that's out of the way. We need to take this down very carefully. Carefully. There we go. Gotta get around this oil cooler. On the drive shaft. You would think it should just fall right out. There we go. Here we go. Kitty cats, they off. There they frickin' are. Not too bad to get to. 20,000 miles wasn't too bad. But let's take this one step further. I want to see what's inside these cats. That is why we have this component over here. Let me show you. We got some depth stitch. We have a bore scope, and we're going to be bore scoping the insides of this catalytic converter. Not that it was broken up, but for the fact to see if anything was failing inside of it. Stay tuned. We're going to get set up. All right, here is the bore scope from Depth Tech. We've used them before on another 703 actually that needed some engine work, but here's the behemoth. And I was kind of surprised. I haven't really noticed that the oxygen sensor goes down into like a little canal, or a little tube rather, that's got some holes on the side you can see down in there. And I can't really see the cat except through here. Barely see it, the substrate down in there. But I'm gonna hook up the bore scope and see if we can see something together. Turn this puppy on. I'll put a link in the description on which one this is. They reached out to the channel and wanted me to try it out, and I think I've found the perfect time to. All right, we're going in. I don't suspect that this is broken up, but it could be. If we can look down in those holes any better. Let's see. Kind of tough. Let's change camera. Or is this reverse? Reverse. Maybe this is the side one. Yeah, this is the side one. Let's try to go down. Let's go this way. Okay. Go down more. I think I gotta turn it 180 degrees and then put it down, because I got holes on this side. No? There they are. Another one. I'm moving the camera, trying to get a better view, and it's not definitely awkward. Well, the substrate looks all right. Let's switch back to forward. Nope. There we go. Forward. Let's go down the front side of this. Let me stretch this cable out. All right, we're gonna go right down through here. See if we can make this bend. See if we can just get a view of the substrate. There it comes into view. All right, so how it sits here, let's see if we can go sideways really quick. Get a view going up. Do I need to rotate it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that substrate looks all right. What I can see, I don't see anything that's looking like it's broke up. Now, mind you, I can only see down in here, and I can't see in here or in here, like in this chamber on the other side of this, you know, this chamber and this chamber. So, I'm gonna have to say that these cats have either one, had a short lifespan because of the chemicals that it was made out of, or the plating, and it no longer is converting those harmful byproducts of combustion, like I was telling you, into atmosphere-friendly gases. So what I'm going to do is I already have transferred over the oxygen sensors. If the cat was broken up, I would have replaced the oxygen sensors, but I am reusing them. I went ahead and put some copper anti-seize on my sensor threads, and it's pretty much ready for installation. I'm gonna go ahead and put some anti-seize on the threads of the exhaust, and we're gonna get this puppy installed. All right, here we are. Truck is all back assembled. We have the cats on, all new exhaust hardware, nuts, studs, bolts, and new clampy. We use the copper anti-seize on this one, as I did with the oxygen sensors, and we went through taking that back off, got that all clipped back in like it should be. And then the passenger side looks good, same spot. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna lower this down. We're gonna clear CAM, the keep alive memory, and the PCM. We're gonna clear all of the codes, and then we're gonna go for a road test and see that our 420 and 430 codes have not came back. All right, here it is, the two codes that we got, 420, 430, and we're gonna go ahead and clear and retest, get these codes cleared out. Of continuous memory. You know, we talk about DTCs all the time. We have two different types of DTCs: hard fault on demand codes and continuous codes. So we have an invalid data received from the body control module. What is that? That's super weird, but I'm going to go ahead and do a body control module update and see if we can get the software U code to disappear or correct itself from the powertrain control module. Key on, engine off. Yep, we are. All right, let me let this finish and then we'll go to clear CAM. All right, it just finished, and we're gonna finish these prompts, see if that code has gone away or if it's still here. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. We sure will. You're gonna have to double tap that key fob now. All right, turn the ignition off. We don't have any warnings on the dash. Let's go back to our self-test tab. Key back on, and let's rerun our self-test. Might have some programming codes, bunch of U codes. Yep. So as soon as this pops up, we're gonna clear and retest again. Should come back all green. There we go. PCM, where you at? PCM cleared. Right there, PCM cleared. That is about it. I'm gonna take this out and drive this truck. I wanna know if this was something that you guys have had to contend with a 6.7, I'm sorry, with a 7.3 and the 420 and 430 codes coming up. Let me know if this helped you, and as always, I thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, sub, share, and I'll catch you guys all next time. See ya!